Court, the movie podcast, where Sean
and Mampy
watch shit, talk shit, and most importantly, eat shit. We are the law.
And guess what we saw?
Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. That's me. I'm doing an AI noise. Does that sound like AI to you?
Yeah, oh yeah. It also sounds like, you know, the creature. There was a creature that was created when Tom, the cat, and his cousin, the cat, formed together, and they had like 4 arms and were running after Jerry to scare him. It's the one episode where Tom wins, and Jerry's like, "I'm out of here," and he just leaves. Because they like look like a 2-headed cat with 4 arms, and he's like, and that's what that reminded me of.
That sounds great.
It was a great.
Is that a real
moment.
episode, or did you just misremember Evil Dead Rise?
No, I mean, I think that's where they got the idea from, honestly. But
great idea.
It's a great idea. I don't care what anyone says. I like that movie, and I thought it was fun.
What movie?
The Evil Dead Rise.
Oh, got it. It's like Tom and Jerry?
No, I love Tom and Jerry, but that episode I always was like, he actually did it. Like, he got rid of the mouse.
Mm-hmm.
That made me so happy.
He needs one win. For goodness sake, give my man a win. Once in his life, his miserable life. Give him something. Give this man something.
He needs something.
We watched Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning.
Yes.
What is, I hate to say it, hopefully the last Mission Impossible.
Yeah, it's the final one.
It's probably the final one. It felt like the final one. And we felt how, Mampy?
Oh, man. You know, I went in pretty, I was excited. I was like, they are going to go out with a bang. Yeah. They are going to blow this shit up. I wasn't a huge fan of the last one. Like, I was like, weird storyline.
Yeah.
AI being the bad guy. It's a present thing. Like, it makes sense. It's current.
Yes.
But it just was a little odd. Because you can't punch AI. Like, Mission Impossible, you got to be able to punch the enemies.
Yeah.
And it being AI was a little odd.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe they'll just wrap it up nicely. But I have to say, it was not my favorite movie.
No.
It was a bit odd.
Yeah.
I found it odd.
We don't spoil in the beginning, so I won't tell you too much until slightly later. But this may be just because I love these movies, but I thought this one really fucking sucked.
Yeah, it was. I was hesitant coming into this pod. I was like, I don't know, because Sean loves these.
I do love these movies, but it was to the point where he was doing flips in a biplane, doing amazing things, and finally I was having a good time.
Yeah,
but it was still like fighting against the kind of bored time that I had the rest of the movie.
Yes.
So it's still like, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna fight like I was doing the like smile, force yourself to smile kind of, this is fun. I'm having fun.
Yes.
And then I truly was having fun at some point.
It's like after an 8-hour shift and you're like, oh, but we have a pizza party. You're like trying to muster the energy to go to the pizza party, but you're like, oh, I don't have it in me, man.
There is just basically most of the things I don't like about movies right now were in this movie, which is sad because Fallout is most of the things that I like about movies.
Oh, yeah.
Just
honestly.
People on motorcycles, people in helicopters.
Can I say something here?
Say it.
When I watch through the Mission Impossible, if I have a marathon, I'm going to use that as the last one. I'm going to go, and it's over. That's it. A great story. It's concluded.
I might.
Yeah.
I might occasionally go back to Dead Reckoning because I think there's some good stuff in it.
True. That one had way more fun action set pieces, I thought. Which at least it had that.
I'd like to propose to you, not now, but later, that we decide which is the worst Mission Impossible.
Oh, I like that.
I have a pretty clear winner now.
Yeah.
Though it's kind of a toss-up My previous winner was Mission Impossible 3, as I've said before.
Yes.
Just because I think it is not fun.
It's not very fun.
And that's what, it was like, well, Bourne and James Bond are all, I mean, maybe, was it even the right time for that? Maybe. Whatever. It was like, this is a gritty time. Yeah. Ethan Hunt, who likes to have fun, it's not fun.
It isn't fun.
I'm gonna shoot your wife in the fucking head. It's like, this is stupid.
It was intense. I was like, whoa.
Even as much as I love Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah.
Or he's fine. Not everybody who's dead has to be great. He was in a lot of movies great and whatever,
yeah. Whatever, man.
But I don't know. We're at the
we'll get into it. We'll talk about it. A little breadcrumb trail, for the listener. Okay, hold on until
this.
Yeah.
The plot is as follows. Mm-hmm. There's the AI. What is this? The AI's name? Oh, Entity. The Entity, which is just a big computer, and it goes blah 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 blah. It is about to take control of all of the Earth's missiles in exactly 3 days, and if they don't get the Entity out of a submarine and into a USB drive, before that, all the missiles are going to launch and it's over.
It's over. Game over.
So in order to do that, 7 people have to talk in a room for about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And then for maybe 30 minutes total, Tom Cruise will do awesome action.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the end of the movie.
That's it.
They're like, we gotta save the world. As in many of the movies, they have to save the world.
They have to save the world.
Truly, if you are a Mission Impossible fan and you have not watched this is one of those ones I might say skip. I might say, hey, don't watch the Crystal Skull. It is Crystal Skull level. I mean, Dial of Destiny is probably worse just because it doesn't even have any Spielberg magic.
Yeah.
But, just Crystal Skull level, I'm so fucking disappointed in you movie.
I dare say I would rather watch either of those than watch this again. We'll get into the bad stuff.
There's an entire movie worth of time before things start happening.
Yeah. It's just not a good idea.
It's rough. But we're not going to spoil it yet.
We're not going to spoil it.
First, we're going to talk about our lovely friends. Before we talk about the best part, we're going to be nice at first. Don't worry.
We got to
be nice. But before we're even nice, we're going to be nice in a different way. Because we're going to tell you about Magic Mind. Mm-hmm. It's a mental performance shot. It's subtly sweet. It gives you a sharper mind, lower stress, and calm energy. Let me take a sip.
Get a sip. Watch the effects in real time. Go, 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 go. He's drinking. His mind is open now.
I have instant Akira syndrome.
Yeah.
This is one of the things. We've been talking about this a lot, so sometimes it's hard to say new things.
It is, but
these are the things I like about it.
Yeah. Tell him.
It's tasty. If you have a mental performance shot and you drink it and you go, yuck, well, what's the point?
What is exactly?
The whole part of the point is you're like, isn't it nice to have a small, tasty thing?
Nice.
And this is tasty. Tasty and tangy.
Benefiting me? Well, hold on.
And it's benefiting you. So, you are getting these things as follows. Lion's Mane, Bacopa, and Cognizin for mental performance. These are different kinds of mushrooms, I believe. Tweet at us if you know the answer. For less stress, it's got ashwagandha. It's got L-theanine, and it's got turmeric. For calm energy, which we all love.
Yes, I love a calm energy.
It's got rhodiola, cordyceps, and matcha.
Rhodiola.
And, for vitality, I almost wrote stability, but I think stability, it will keep you stable too.
Oh, yeah.
It's got vitamins B2, B3, B12, C, and D. It's got basically anything you would want to lock in.
That's right.
If you're like, I got to write this paper, I don't think anyone listening to this is young enough to write a paper, but if you are, also anyone young enough to write a paper isn't writing a paper. They're just typing, write me a paper chat GPT.
Probably.
And their mind is slowly melting. That's the one thing about Mission Impossible Final Destination that is true. Is just the AI is just stupid.
That's why
Not Final Destination, Final Reckoning.
Yeah, Final Reckoning. I was like,
how many times did I
saw that one?
Hey, Magic Mind, before I get too far off, Magic Mind, reclaim your brain. If you want a discount, go to magicmind.com/FCMay. I think it'll still be May by then. And you'll get 20% off your order or up to 48% off a subscription. Magicmind.com/FCMay. And we're transitioning into the Beef Lamb Euro, the very best part of the movie. I'll start. If you don't mind.
Please, I would love to hear your favorite part of Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning.
And this is going to be pretty obvious, I think, for most people, maybe. But it's the biplanes.
Yeah. It's
amazing.
Happening.
It's fucking amazing. And it is the exact same thing that happens in Fallout, except with planes instead of helicopters.
Exactly.
Like, just the same thing. But it's so good. And there's, like, it starts off, and you're like, okay, they're doing airplane stuff. Wow, this is pretty crazy. And then there's, like, a little cutaway to something. Who cares? And then they cut back, and it's like, oh, I didn't know that they were going to kick it up a notch.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was talking like RFK Jr. for, like, 13 seconds. I didn't know they were going to kick it up a notch. But they truly do. And there's stuff where he is floating.
Yes.
Like the G-forces have him floating in the air, hanging off of like a small wire.
Crazy.
On the edge of a biplane. That is some of the crazy shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh.
And will be great for a clip show someday.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Just wonderful to clip that little scene out of the movie.
Go, wow.
And, just put all the rest of it into a big old trash can. I don't mean that. Do I mean that? Maybe. But I think that's the best part. And that was there were ups and downs. Any movie with like this much talent on it is going to have ups and downs. And there were plenty of fun things, but this was maybe the one thing where I was like, okay, I'm back in it all the way.
Yeah, there you go.
I've gotten over all the other scenes. I'm not bored anymore, which I was for a lot. I was just like, I'm in awe of the power of cinema again. And that's one of the most amazing things that these movies do for you, and what like physical comedy, what action does for me is it makes me go, wow, I do not exist as a physical body.
Yeah.
I'm merely up on the screen, and I am there. And
yes, exactly.
And I don't have arms or legs or like a face or anything. I'm just like, wow. And I think that's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So thanks to Tom and to a much lesser extent, Christopher McQuarrie.
When a movie can transport you, that is the dream. I think a lot of movies forgot that. They're supposed to be doing that.
They did.
And you're like, am I going to get transported? You're waiting. That's why we have to do 40X and stuff. It's like, okay, movies aren't good enough anymore. We have to literally thrash your body around, spray you with water so you feel something.
Oh, it's Jurassic Park 75. It is funny, though, that like that was a joke in Back to the Future 2 like 1 million years ago. But they were right.
I've been thinking about that with iPhones. It's like, are we going to be like iPhone 30, iPhone 36? Like, is that how it's going to go? Like, that's kind of crazy.
What they're going to try to do is either make it our glasses or an implant. But I don't think that's going to catch on.
I don't think glasses would ever catch on. And there's so many people who would never want to wear glasses.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't need them. Like, they would be like, what?
If I could get only... Now, they will never do this. But if I could get only GPS... in my glasses for walking around.
Yeah, that's fun.
I would love that. Only.
Yeah.
But of course it's going to be like, hey there. Hey, Sean, how are you? Buy more. Hey, you're looking a little fat today, you fucking idiot. Go exercise.
Yeah, you're about to walk into a restaurant and they're like, I don't think that's the best idea.
Oh, yeah, cheesesteak? I wonder how many pounds that's going to add. I'll calculate.
Yeah, here's a visual image of how you'll look at me.
Here's your neck today. Here's what it'll look like tomorrow.
I mean, that honestly would probably help.
I'd lose a lot of weight, yeah.
I'd be like, yikes, I'm not eating ever
terrible,
again.
Probably, but
yeah.
it's worth it.
It's
so worth it to
baby.
feel terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I have seen those glasses that deaf people can wear, and it'll just literally, like, as people are talking to you, it just spells out what they're saying.
Whoa.
And I was like, that's pretty cool. That's probably a nice little, and like, especially if it's in another language, it's like, I can like.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's, I was like, that's a pretty cool invention.
It's interesting that we'll find a way to make it war.
Yeah,
We'll
somehow.
like, I understand you.
Yeah, you're like reading the directions
that's
to
interesting.
kill that person. Yeah.
How do you say "fuck you, die" in Israeli? Boom.
Probably. We always find a way to just make it bad.
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way to be destroyed over and over.
Hey,
by
at
other
least
life.
we've got the best parts of Mission Impossible:
Yes.
Final Reckoning.
We need to reckon with that.
How many times did I say Final Destination? Just one?
Just one. One. It was unfortunately during the Magic Mind, focus part.
They'll be fine. That was my first sip.
It was a bit. He was doing a bit.
It takes a minute for it to kick in. Now I'm ready.
Now he would not say that. Now he knows. He's like, yeah, I know it's Final Reckoning. Obviously.
So what's the best part?
The best part, my beef lamb gyro. And it, I'm not going to do a substitute on the beef. I'm just going to go ahead and just let them do it. It's fine. They've already made it. I can't eat it, but I'll just do it anyway.
Yeah.
I would have to say there's a fight scene where it has been a long slog to get to the fight scene. But when it finally happens, I was like, okay, woo, yeah, let's go. And they're cutting back and forth. So Ethan is on this treadmill with this crazy mask on, trained for flying in the sky. And then this, one of the people on the ship is double agent or works for the entity or something.
The entity. He loves the computer.
Yes, the cult of the entity.
He's a 4chan user.
Yeah, probably. He's also a knife user. He pulls out the knife and launches at Ethan, but Ethan sees him in his rear view treadmill mirror. I don't know what the hell it was. He's like, oh shit, which we all need. They need those because you're so focused. Yeah. Exercising, going forward.
They need it for women so that they can see creeps like me.
Absolutely.
Staring at their butts going, oh.
And then the butt guard can fly up and go
slap me in the
block.
face.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought it was the only way left I could stare at you.
That's it. That's right. It's like, if life was more like a cartoon, I think that's basically what I'm aiming at.
Thank you.
But I just like that scene because I was finally like, okay, this is thrilling. We're going. Mm-hmm. And they're like cutting back and forth between him getting attacked and then like the other team that needs to send him coordinates by a certain point.
Yeah.
And they're getting shot at. There's fire. I was like, okay, action's happening. I think that scene, I felt some sense of stakes. And I was like, okay. And the submarine gets the coordinates just in time, and that was yeah, baby.
And that was quite good. Mm-hmm. We are in spoilers, by the way.
Oh, right.
So I will spoil now.
Yes.
I thought Luther's death was fine, but I thought his goodbye at the end was awesome.
Much better. Yeah, I went, all right.
And his death was whatever. I guess you have to kill Luther. I don't know why. But, you have to kill someone.
He has to die.
And, whatever. I was kind of disappointed, but whatever. But at the end, he has left this message for Ethan. inside of his USB drive, which is obviously a little stupid, but kind of awesome.
Yeah.
And his little speech is just really lovely. And the past like 15, 20 minutes of the movie have been like pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So I was like back into it.
Like, all right.
And I was like, man, I fucking love Luther.
Good old Luther.
I love Luther. I love Ethan Hunt. Mm-hmm. I love all of these people. Thank you so much for all these movies. And I was like, I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him. And I just thought it was perfectly done. Just lovely, sweet, and good.
I agree. As many listeners may probably not remember, because who could remember such a meaningless thing? But when I watched Fallout, I didn't really resonate with Luther's like emotional scene.
You hate Luther.
This one worked better, I thought. I went, you know what? I'm buying it this time. Now that you're dead.
I resonate in every way with Fallout. But we can't argue about that now.
We can't argue. I mean, I think it's one of the better ones for sure. It's up there. It's in my top 3.
Top 3?
Yeah.
We're not talking about the worst yet, so you can tell me what your top 3 are.
Oh, okay. All right. Rogue Nation
is number 1.
Fallout is number 2.
Okay.
Guess what number 3 is?
Number 1?
Yeah. Number 3 is number 1.
That makes sense.
I mean, I have to say, I can't deny that there's been some advancements in technology and the way things look. So I just have to say that 1 goes down to 3 to me. But that's just all I'm saying.
Crazy. But I support you.
Yeah.
Okay, I only have one other thing I liked about this movie.
That's great.
Which is 1 per hour.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice to have a single thing you like every hour of the movie.
Yeah, it really kept me going. It's a new technique. They kind of starve you for something you're excited about, and then you're like, oh, it's gone. Okay.
Oh boy, what are they talking about now?
Yeah, we'll get into it. I'm gonna tell you all about my thoughts on.
So my final thing, the whole movie. They're like, you can't kill the internet.
Yeah.
every dumb suit. It's like, but we need it. But we need the internet.
What we do without it?
And then at the end, they've of course killed the internet.
Yeah.
And everybody's just walking around having a nice time talking, and it's just really good.
Hi everybody.
Like
they're
perfect
all
ending.
Happy. Yeah.
Because they've killed the internet, and there's just like thousands of people walking through a public square. Everybody comes and smiles at each other, and then they walk away. Mm-hmm. Good.
We did it.
Great job.
The internet.
Internet fucking sucks.
Yeah. It has created quite a lot of issues.
Yeah.
A lot of small groups with really bad ideas are like, wait, other people think like this, and they get to be as evil as they want. It's not the best.
It just helped.
There was always going to be that.
We've always been evil. We just need something to just like kick it up a notch. And
it just shouldn't be that easy to organize. Like you have to go in person, say all the awful stuff out loud, and sometimes when you do that, you hear it and you go, I don't know. Actually, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Which I think is necessary. Online, you can type it the worst shit in the world and feel like a hero, which should not. Well, anyway, I don't think it's a good thing.
Is there anything else good about this movie, Mampy?
I liked the submarine sequence after it was kind of boring for a while, like once like things start happening and the submarines start rolling.
Yeah.
And the torpedoes were like falling on them. I was like, okay, I'm getting a little stressed, which I like.
Yeah. I
liked when he was crawling through the torpedo, shooting, like couldn't get out. And I was like, this is fucked up. Yeah. And then he finally gets out and he's like, and
I'm freezing.
Flips up the thing. That was nice, and it's tied to it directly. I like the way the scene looked when he was dead. He drowned, and it went upside down, and he that
was cool.
To the ice. I was like, that looks really nice.
Yeah.
So those things I was like, okay, cool. That was nice.
Then old Haley Atwell fishes him out.
Fishes him out.
She's like, you need some boob therapy. my man.
That scene kind of gave me Fifth Element vibes.
Yes.
When they're like in there, I went, oh.
No, we're never gonna survive. I don't think that's the song at the end, but it feels like it should be.
That's hilarious, though.
It's sort of the same song, right?
I want some. I'll cut that in. I will see how that feels. That scene. That's really funny.
Are there other things? I'm just so dying to talk shit about this movie.
Gosh, I know. I really wanted to have something else, but I think that's kind of all I really resonated with for me. Yeah.
I'll tell you what the worst thing about this movie is. This is the low man of the movie. And this is a thing that almost no Mission Impossible movie is but this.
Yeah.
This movie is boring.
It is very boring.
Often boring.
Very.
For long stretches. Like, literally, I don't know, hour and 15 minutes?
Yeah, I was...
Hour and 20 minutes?
I was sitting there like, man, what's happening
here? These movies aren't boring. Even Mission Impossible 3, which I don't like that much, is still pretty good.
Things are happening.
And it moves.
Yeah.
It's just not as fun as the other. The other ones are like, we're having fun. This is exciting. It has some of that old Bond energy where it's like, this is fun. We're doing things. We're doing spies. We're flipping things. We're taking off masks. And this one is just like, oh boy. These motherfuckers are just talking and talking and talking.
Even when they have an action scene, like when they go to bust the French lady out of jail, it's like... 2 seconds of fighting, then more talking, exposition, explaining. It was like, God.
It's very tough, especially in that scene where it's like, okay, this is exactly what I want out of a scene. There's fighting. There's Pom Clementif, who seems insane, but is just sort of irrationally hot.
Yeah.
Just sort of like alien. She looks like Alita Battle Angel or something. She just like doesn't look like a human.
Oh, that would have been a good casting.
Sort of a designed hotness.
That's fun.
and then it's like 15 seconds, and they're like, no, we gotta stop this fight scene so we can get back to the war room.
Yeah.
See what they're talking about in there.
And they try to infuse like subtle humor that just kind of, it just never clicked in this. Like, I was just like, why is this not? This just doesn't feel right. Like, even when they did the scene where, like, Ethan and Grace are hostages early on, and then, like, they don't show Ethan doing all the fighting, and she's just like, and then there's just, like, dead bodies, and I was just like, I don't know. It just didn't, the execution just never quite landed for a lot of stuff. I was just
I think a lot of things don't work because the things before them didn't work.
Yeah.
Like, there's at some point, there's like this concept in comedy where, like, if you have like a new joke, you put it between two jokes that you know work or you like a lot. So you have this little hammock to protect them, you know, like, even if the middle one sucks, then you have all this other stuff to, like, bring it back up.
That is true.
And in this one, it's just like, there's so much boring shit that, like, even the good stuff, like, when the underwater scene was happening, I was like, man, this is pretty good. I would be having a lot more fun if this happened literally 1 hour ago.
Yes, I had the same.
If the movie had begun at, like, maybe 7 minutes before this, where, like, he meets the lady from Love Lies Bleeding.
Yeah.
They have kind of cool scenes. He does a fight scene, and then he goes in the water.
Absolutely.
But even in that, which I thought was at times really amazing, I was just kind of like, because it's a boring scene, or it's not a boring scene. It is a slow, kind of like, almost like a fucking haunted house scene in this creepy underwater, you know, haunted house. And then, I had to fight my way out of being bored because I had been bored for so long, and I wasn't ready to just be kind of wrapped. No, I was just kind of like, ugh.
I think that is a huge point. Like, this movie has like scene poisoning or something. Like, it's like everything that came before it is tainting how I'm seeing this now. Yeah, it's like a pacing thing. That is very true. Where you're just like, But to get here, I had to do so much.
I really had to work hard.
Yeah. I honestly think they should have started the movie with them. Ethan gets on the sub, they get to the place, and then it's just going from there. Like, we already know all this shit about the dumb entity, all that crap, like, from the last movie. Just start from there. Like, we don't need, I mean, I guess Luther's already dead, but it's like, you don't have to kill Luther either. Like, all that shit is just too, because you already have that in the last movie with him killing Ilsa. Yeah. It's like, okay, we already have that emotional thing. It was a whole convoluted plan where he ended up being there first or whatever. Yeah. And somehow kills the most badass character in the series. So I still don't get that.
Who knows?
Which I have a problem with Gabriel. I don't find him intimidating at all. Like, I've never understood him. Anyway, just start the movie there so it's like, okay, it's an adventure, we're going. But no, they did not do that. And it really tainted so much more of the movie.
And I get a bad rap from some for being a Mission Impossible lore guy because I like Fallout.
Yeah, it's great.
But for me, the lore in Fallout works because it is one person representing everyone.
Yeah.
He gets to this camp where they're about to blow up a nuclear bomb and poison all the water for like 3 billion people. Which is, of course, scary and bad, and it's sad that 3 billion people die, but we don't understand that as moviegoers. So when we get there, and his wife is there, who he's been protecting kind of on the sly for years, for me, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's like, oh, shit.
Because you're like, oh, shit, he's going to lose all his friends and his wife if he doesn't do this. Like, everyone he's ever loved, he's going to lose because of this. And I thought that was great. But the fact that this movie brings in, like, every character who ever existed that I don't really care about that much and makes them talk, like, Angela Bassett, who I think is great and is trying her best. But if she and that entire room were in the movie for literally, I mean literally, I'm not talking sarcastically, if they were in the movie for 3 minutes, it would have done just as much as they did. Actually, more. It would have been much more effective than them being for, I think, an hour?
They are in it so... I could not
might be an hour.
Believe it. I was like... And maybe that's a symptom of... Like, they kind of fucked the team dynamic up by killing the characters. It's like, well, I like the team, so now it's just a bunch... It's like Simon Pegg, who's not really at his best in this. He's just kind of like there.
Yeah.
And then this French lady who's like cool, but like just serious. Like, she's never like anything else. And then Grace, who is new. Yeah. And you're like, okay, she's just like his new wife or something.
She is hot. I mean, I'll give her that.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
But also, we already had essentially this same character, but they killed her.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then they brought a different character. Maybe they're just like, we need a different body type.
I was so confused. That choice was still, it just makes no sense to me. I was
stupid.
What? Anyway, odd. But I didn't even think they needed to make any more after Fallout, so the whole thing is odd to me. But whatever. My low main of the whole thing, though, was the editing. I just thought it was a true, just like kind of mess. Like, just erratic and weird. Yeah. Like, so much showing the old movies. It's like, I know this is the last one. Like, you don't have to show me every scene from the old movies. And then they even were like, oh, and it ties back into the third movie. Remember this bioweapon? It was actually the entity. I was like, okay, this is, why are we doing this?
No.
Too many crazy, and they were like crazily edited. Like, it almost felt like AI was editing the movie. It's like, what is happening?
Yeah.
It just got a little bit, and they would literally cut to things we heard probably 2 minutes ago.
Yes.
Like, they were like, Luther's like, this is the poison pill. 2 minutes go by. Remember when I said this is the poison pill? I was like,
yes.
What? And who has forgotten this? Like, why are you
They say so many things so many times.
So odd.
They say blink of an eye 10, 20 times. Who knows?
Yeah.
They say the oath, which I think is cool. It's like one of the few cool things that's added in Dead Reckoning in this one.
Yes.
It's like we die in the dark for people we know and people we don't know. I think that's really cool. And even the thing which may have existed in the TV show, who knows, that they were all like criminals who are allowed in the IMF because is fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
But the fact that they say the oath a million times.
It's like,
just like, God.
It loses all weight.
Hey, don't forget the oath. Remember the oath?
Remember
the oath?
I remember the oath.
That's been the underlying theme of every movie since.
You've said it 6 times.
I guess since the second one. I feel like is the second one the first one where the entire Earth will be destroyed by the end if they don't do things, or maybe the third one. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, it just was. It was a real rough. It was rough for me. And even the scene from my Euro, like, I didn't like the end of it. He's like kicking the guy out and he goes, "You spend too much time on the internet." And I was like, what? I don't know. Like, it just didn't feel like maybe if they had set up the guy who's attacking him more, like, as a character, but they had no real interactions and it was just like this weird, like, why are you saying? It felt like this weird, broader message that the movie was trying to say, which I agree. Like, I think AI is bad, but it's like this, like, whole, it's evil and we have to band together and stop it. Like, it just was odd and kind of getting in the way of a lot of stuff. And, like, even Ethan in the mask, you're like, oh my God, there's like flashing lights at him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm getting overloaded with AI." Like, I was like, this is stupid. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
That whole AI exposition, I was like, why are we understand this? Everyone gets this. What is
It's such a simple concept.
Yeah.
It is like the kind of concept that in like a kind of slightly shitty but still awesome like sci-fi action movie from the 80s.
Yeah.
It would have had like a the year is 2025. AI has taken over the thing. In 3 days, it will launch all of the things. And then the movie starts.
Even that I would have taken. I would have been like, great, we're starting. Awesome.
The movie begins.
Yeah.
Ethan Hunt is on a mission to go underwater to retrieve the thing so he can do the thing. And then he adds the thing to the thing, and then it's over. And you go, I know everything that is going to happen in this whole movie.
I don't need to know anything else.
I don't need to know anything else.
Honestly, I don't even care that they're about to launch it, the president's, which I don't even understand this whole concept. Oh, we'll just blow up everyone else first. What? So, like, without knowing anything, like, it just doesn't.
I mean, that is like a classic kind of 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Like, you know, destroy before we get destroyed kind of thing that I don't know if it exists in our current consciousness just because it's like, it's a concept that maybe they were like, well, we'll go underground or whatever. But now they're like, well, if we do that,
it's over.
It's over.
Anyway.
It's completely over.
Exactly.
Just that thing.
Yeah.
And you just don't, I don't care about any, even people I like the guy who was on Mindhunter. He's fine.
Yeah.
But if he had not been in this movie, it would have improved it.
It would have improved it.
If everyone in that, even Angela Bassett, if she was not in this movie, it would have improved it so much.
I just really didn't need the weird, like, patriotism stuff, like Nick Offerman sacrificing himself, Madam President, and like, I was like, okay, this is so, and her son not falling in line and hugging her. Hey, Mom. I was like, what are they saying with this?
Oh, thank goodness they brought back my. Wait, which one was she in, and what did she do?
It's
so much bullshit.
Much bullshit.
Even the William Donlow stuff. If that had been in a shorter movie, I think I would have been fine with it.
Yeah.
But the fact that like every character has to be some other character. Like the fact that Shea Wiggum's character has to be the son of someone, and then somebody's got to be the daughter of someone, and everybody's got to be the son or daughter of somebody. It's just like, if you do a few of those, like the White Widow, she's Max's daughter, whatever.
Sure, fine.
It's a thing that they mention maybe once, and that's fine. But it's just like, we don't need every character to be another character.
When they did the the agent guy being the son of John Voight. I was like, are you kidding? Like, this is so needless.
Why?
And it made no. And then they had just these bizarre scenes. Like, I don't understand what they're doing with that. Like, the government agent, you can trust him. Like, it was just this weird messaging, and I was like, why? What? They're like shaking hands. Oh, here's my gun, actually, and we can shake hands. Just odd imagery where I was like, what? Why is this movie doing this? I don't. Let's just have fun and be an action movie. Like, why are we trying all this weird shit? I don't get it. It was just odd. I didn't like it. And this one felt a bit like Tom Cruise Scientology, chosen child a bit at the end of it. I'm over it. I honestly would have liked him dead in the field. Like his parachute didn't open like that. But I have to say, I did find the Luther thing sweet.
Yes.
But I did find it hilarious because their whole plan was that Gabriel was going to put it in there. Yeah. And I love the visual of him putting it in there and then Luther's message playing.
Oh, yeah.
Gabriel's like, what the fuck? And just like throws it at the...
What? I killed you.
You did.
Okay, let me. I got a few more things.
Yes,
and then let's just talk about other movies.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
I'm ready.
I'm tired of this fucking movie. Pulling the disc out is anticlimactic.
Yeah, it was.
I know that maybe at the beginning they're like, "Oh, she's got to be a pickpocket, so she can pull out the thing real fast."
Yeah,
and especially because if they hadn't said blink of an eye 50 times, I would have been less annoyed by it. But it's just like, okay, she pulls a thing out,
and it's not impressive for a pickpocket who's really fast to do something really fast. Like, it's like, hey, maybe if you killed the pickpocket instead of Ilsa, and Ilsa had to pull it out really fast because that's not her specialty.
Sure.
That would have maybe been more interesting. I don't know. It's just like, okay, she did what she did earlier.
Or,
great.
Like, Benji is the oldest character left.
Yeah.
Let him do it.
Yeah, maybe Grace gets fucked up. And it's like,
And also, I would be more sad... I would be more scared for Grace.
Yeah,
because she's not she's not a special agent. She's just like a person who just became a person in the IMF.
Yeah,
and Benji has been this special agent for 15 years now.
Exactly.
He's probably pretty good at staying alive.
Yeah, you would think so.
Okay,
it was odd.
My last things: endless beginning, endless meetings. And we've already gone over these, but just like having meetings this isn't some kind of like fucking like well-written meeting.
No.
It's just like, Madam President, we've got to make sure we do the thing, but I won't do the thing. No, and there's a different lady over here. But you've got to make sure to do the thing. Oh, well, Madam President, we can't do the thing.
Every scene is that over and over. Like, okay, we understand what's happening. Why are we seeing this again?
It's a fucking nightmare.
Every location has someone who's obsessed with the entity. I just don't buy it. Like, I'm like, this thing, all of that stuff felt like such bullshit. Yes, oh yes, I believe in the entity. I was like, if we're this dumb, then blow us up. I don't. This is.
Stupid. I love the internet.
Yeah, the internet is my life. I couldn't take it seriously. Yeah, someone who's paid to protect the president is a internet cultist. I'm sure that I just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't work for me at all. It
didn't work at all.
All those scenes, it had that same symptom as Fight or Flight. It was like, wow, why are we cutting back to this? Let's fast forward. Like, I would literally just fast forward if I had a remote at the theater. Like,
yeah. Yes.
Yeah. The last thing I'll say.
Say it.
And I know it was your favorite part, but I personally did not feel like the plane thing escaped the scene sickness. I was like,
there were moments when it didn't for me.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is exciting when they're like, Gabriel's like talking to him and like he's knocking out the other dude and getting in the plane. I was like, okay, I'm excited. But then I felt like it dragged on way too long with no interaction happening. Yeah. Because they're in planes, they can't talk to each other.
That's true.
So it's just like him doing cool flips, which looks cool. But I'm like, I'm losing any sense of anything now because I'm just like, it felt like watching a cool YouTube video, like okay, that's awesome. He's doing flips on a plane. Like, that's true. It's cool. But then it just felt to almost detract from the tension or anything. It's like when we saw Fallout and a real fight broke out behind us. It's like, okay, the tension's kind of gone in the movie. Mm-hmm. And it felt like it kind of did that to itself. So that I was like,
I get it.
I don't know.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Is this the worst Mission Impossible movie?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't see myself ever watching this again. I mean, don't think I could.
It's the thing I don't like about the third one, but longer.
Yeah.
It's still like, it's not fun. Even Dead Reckoning is, mostly fun.
Yeah.
It is mostly a fun movie. I'll watch it 2 more times in my life.
Yeah.
Over the next, 70 years of my life.
Yes.
But it's just not fun. And that is the most important part. Even the first one, which is like, it's not silly like it's not Buster Keaton in the way that the 4 through the rest are. Mm-hmm. But it's still tons of fun.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, he's he's hanging from a thing. Oh, he's doing a thing. Oh, he's got such cool things. Oh, when he gets the gum and he puts it, he's running out of wow. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
And this was just fucking not fun.
Not fun for me. I just did not have a good
boring.
time.
It's the ultimate sin.
Yeah.
Of a Mission Impossible, of most movies, but definitely a Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing some kind of slow cinema, whatever, trying to, whatever, sometimes that works fine. But this is a fucking Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah.
This is not John Dielman. Mm-mm. But I felt like I was just watching a lady make a goddamn sandwich.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole fucking just... Poor Angela Bassett having to shine some fucking shoes, and then everybody else is like, wow, you can't shine shoes like that.
Don't shine the shoes.
No, shine the shoes.
Someone's going to make you shine those shoes.
Make a sandwich. No, don't make the sandwich.
The sandwich just blew up. That was cool.
Okay, I'm done. I never want to talk about this movie again.
No more. But I do want to hear your official ranking of all
my official ranking. Okay,
list them out.
This is easy.
Easy.
Is it easy for me? Yeah. Okay, so it is. I'm gonna say 1. Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Rogue Nation. Mm-hmm. Ghost Protocol. I think Dead Reckoning, 3, and Final Reckoning.
Okay.
Is that all of them?
Yeah, that's all of them.
Okay.
I like that list.
No, 2 is above 3.
Okay, 2's above 3. Okay.
Yeah. 2's like stupid, but much more fun than it.
Yeah, 3. It at least has something like style. And
yes, so much style.
Yeah, a little too much style.
Maybe yeah. Take it easy.
Yeah, I think mine are Rogue Nation, Fallout, Mission Impossible 1. Mm-hmm. Then we go to Ghost Protocol. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen 2 in so long, but I guess I'll do 2, 3, and then both the Reckonings at the end.
Yeah.
I just don't think we need it. I just think get it out of here.
Get him out of here. Throw him in the trash.
Throw him away.
But we can't only talk shit about Dead Reckoning and Final Reckoning. We can also have a little Pan Express Presents Express Yourself about the movies you watched this week. Play the theme song.
It's time for the Pan Express because we got some things expressed about the things we watched this week. That's the panda.
Did you watch any movies this week?
I went to the theater for a special showing of 28 Days Later.
Me too.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
What a picture.
And now I had seen it pretty recently, but watching it on the big screen.
I know. I never got to see it.
It looks like shit, but in such an interesting way.
Shit, yeah.
And there's so many shots in this movie where it's like, man, fucking Danny Boyle was doing it.
He was cooking.
There's this scene where like, there's broken glass. Mm-hmm. You see in the corner, like, the head of, I can't remember the first guy who dies, that guy.
Yeah, that dude, yeah.
And it's, like, panning.
It's so weird.
And you see, like, a sunset, but the head isn't moving, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, how often do you watch a movie when you see something and you just have no idea what is happening? Never.
Thought it was a glitch in the.
Yeah.
I think every time I've seen it, I've had that first reaction where I'm like, oh, I think the video fucked up.
Something happened, but it's amazing.
It's really cool.
The whole movie, and man, that movie does so much with so little. Like, Cillian Murphy just fucking rocking it. He reads the little note from his parents that is absolutely devastating. It's like, what does it say? Oh, like, we're sleeping now. Please don't wake up.
Yeah, don't wake up, Jim. I love it.
It's brutal. Like, we barely know any of the we don't know anything about them, but it's like, he's so good, and it's such, like, a perfectly worded little thing. Yeah. Little note from his parents that is just so beautiful.
Yeah, he's awesome in it.
Man.
Yeah, it's a great.
You don't notice it at your home when you're watching it, but the switch from, like, DV to 35 millimeter at the end,
crazy,
it's fucking astonishing.
It's beautiful. I was like, whoa, wait, the movie looks incredible now. Yeah, we can breathe.
What a brilliant. I love that.
It is so brilliant. I did have a split moment where I was like, man, I kind of wish I could have seen the rest looking this nice, but it is like, I get what they were doing. Like, it fits with how the movie is, and like, it's just like grossness of the whole situation.
God.
But what a good time. And I love the grocery scene. It's so sweet. It's just fun. I'm like, I love this. This is a blast.
And it does homage in such a beautiful, like, that is Dawn of the Dead homage.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It's so beautiful. And that one, like, we really get a chance to meet these people in, like, a moment of levity, which is so important to this movie, because otherwise it's quite grim.
Absolutely.
But God, that I was like, man, I thought this was a good movie, but actually this is one of the best movies ever made.
Love it.
This fucking rules.
Had a blast. I hadn't watched it in years, so it was really nice, and never saw it in the theater, so that was such a delight. And I love at the end when they're all, they're with the military people, and I forget any of the names right now, but the older lady gave the younger girl some medicine to, like, chill so she won't care about anything. And it's so, I just like her attitude towards people dying and stuff.
You're going to die.
You're going to die. And then she, like, drives the car into the
don't say that
building, and the soldier guy gets eaten through the window. I was like, that's so cool. That was so fun.
Awesome.
And I love I did laugh at it this time just because I think sensibilities change.
Yeah.
But when they ram the gate and they fly forward in free space, I did laugh.
Crazy.
I was like, that's hilarious.
It's really crazy.
But there was some stuff I noticed the audience was kind of laughing at that I don't think they would have maybe back in the day. But I think that just happens.
It happens. You're like, me?
Yeah.
I'm cooling now. This is from old and bad.
I like
better than this movie.
I like their little romance. The couple next to me was like, "What?" And I was like, "All right, it's a movie."
I think if you even for 1 second contemplate the idea that it is the end of the world, and you meet someone who's hot,
it's like, okay,
it's like, yeah.
Let's be hot together.
Who the fuck? I mean, who the fuck cares?
Exactly.
It's not saying that they're in true love forever or whatever. No, they're just fucking horny.
Yeah.
And obviously they have grown to like each other.
Yeah.
And they're in a really desperate situation, and they have saved each other's lives over and over and over again. What an amazing, powerful experience they've had together. Exactly. And they're both hot. Yeah, well, of course they're going to make out. If you fucking stupid.
You got to.
Okay, I watched a few other movies. Get out of my way, Mampy. It's my time.
See you later.
I watched Warfare again, which really rocks incredibly hard.
Nice.
Just a really powerful, painful movie. And I watched Sound of Music, which I hadn't watched since I was a kid.
Yeah. Still never seen it.
Kicked my ass.
Wow, yeah.
Holy fuck, that's a good movie. like 13 seconds in, I was just like, I can't even believe that this exists. It's so beautiful.
I gotta see it.
It's amazing. I mean,
okay.
It's so beautiful. It's just so every minute and a half, there's like a new best song you've ever heard in your life. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe. And it is long as fuck. Yeah. And it was a mistake. I shouldn't have seen Sound of Music the same week that I saw Final Reckoning.
Yeah.
Or I definitely should have watched Final Reckoning after I watched Sound of Music.
Oh, God, no.
Because it's like almost the same length. And I was, in Sound of Music, I was just like, every moment is wonderful.
Yeah.
This is so joyful and beautiful. It's so life affirming. It's about how Nazis suck and like being nice is good. Just like, oh, it's so beautiful. And I just loved it. There's a great part. Did I lose you? Did you die?
No, I'm still rocking.
Okay. There's this one part, which is really smart, where they just douse Maria in water.
Oh,
she falls in a river, and that's the first time when my man is like, "Huh, I hadn't noticed that this is really one of the hottest ladies I've ever seen."
That's great. Yeah.
And it's just, you see her, she's all wet. She's like, her hair is wet. She's just looking like incredibly hot, even though she's wearing like a dress that covers every single part of her body. You're just like, wow, this is a babe. And I totally get it. I get why you love her. You should love her. She's amazing. It's amazing. And
that's
like,
great.
There's so many movies that like when would I watch Sound of Music at my house? Not that often. But seeing that movie on the big screen, it's like, wow, it's amazing.
Oh,
and it deserves to be lauded in so many ways. Sometimes you watch an old movie, you're like, no, this is kind of stupid. They were wrong.
They were wrong.
But with this, they were just actually maybe not giving it enough credit by saying it's like one of the best movies ever. It's just really made me feel great. And it's also hard to find an old movie that's great that makes you feel great.
Absolutely.
Like lots of times they're like, hey, you should watch Paths of Glory or Citizen Kane or these other movies that are great, but you're kind of like, ugh, fuck, I feel like shit. And this one, it's like, hey, check out this old movie. You'll feel like life is worth living.
Yeah, we need more movies like that, I feel like.
Oh, it's so good.
Also, the experience of watching a really good older movie and then you see a movie nowadays and you're like, yeah, well, we need people to just like really be studying what was making this work. Not like rip it off, but like there's a sensibility. There's something happening cinematically that we need to recultivate because it's lost, I feel like, in a lot of ways.
Yeah, if you're going to make a 3-hour movie, you should be like, am I going to be able to fill that 3 hours with some of the coolest shit you've ever seen?
And not just filling it because... Or even if it's some stupid, like, we have to have long movies for streaming. Release 2 versions. Make a movie theater version that's short and one in Netflix that can be as long as you fucking want.
Have a good version and then just like shovel the bad version into these fucking morons' face. Shovel it right into their eyeballs.
Yeah.
Or actually into their ears because they're on the phone.
Yeah, they won't be looking.
The movie into their ears.
That's very true.
Ethan, he is on the plane now.
Yeah.
He's on the biplane. Uh-oh, he's doing a flip. Oh, no. Oh, I hope you're okay, Ethan.
All right, Ethan. Also, I thought, just last note, his hair looked so goofy when I was like,
it's almost like bowl cut energy. Once
I was like, this looks so funny. I was dying. I was like, well, it's cool, but he looks insane.
He looks stupid. What movie are we watching next week? Any idea?
I don't even know what's coming out. I don't know what's happening.
People, this is your chance. Tweet at us at FoodCourtCast. Send us an email if you can find our email address. Send us a message on Instagram or the other socials. Please. Give us 5 stars on your favorite device or application. Write a note I don't. Are there notes?
There must be.
Send it to a friend. Most importantly, send it to a friend.
Yes, tell them about this pod.
Thanks so much, Mampy, for doing this, for talking to me about this piece of shit movie that I hate. On behalf of you, Mampy Hikes, I'm Sean Parrott saying to everyone out there, bon appetit.
Dun.